What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today I am here to tell you that the Digimon TCG folks have gone too far. They've made Patamon blue, and I'm sorry, I am not okay with this. Because back in the yellow starter deck, we had a yellow Patamon. And then in the first set, New Evolution, we had a yellow Patamon. Actually, before the even starter deck, we had the promo Patamon that was, you guessed it, yellow. And then Patamon took a set off, and I'm like, well, he's resting. He's coming back later. We're going to be all right. Oh, Patamon's back, ladies and gentlemen. But Patamon's back as a blue Digimon, and I am not okay with this. Of course, we've already seen Blue Angemon and Blue Magna Angemon. It's not like this is completely out of the blue. It's not like we couldn't have seen this coming, and I don't care. I want my yellow Patamon back. You all know I'm learning Digimon as we go, right? I'm not a Digimon expert. I like to fancy myself as someone who knows quite a bit about trading card games. But in terms of Digimon specifically, I'm learning and I'm doing quite well, and Patamon's one of my favourites. I don't want to relearn everything I need to know about him because he's blue now. I'm not impressed, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not impressed. And I'm actually even less impressed than I was a second ago, because the promo Patamon had a skill, and the starter deck Patamon had a skill, and the Patamon from New Evolution had a skill, and now Patamon comes in as a blue Digimon, and all of a sudden it's vanilla. Why? What did Patamon do? I don't know. Makes me sad. So what have we actually got here then? I also need to give some shout outs over on the Facebook group, because I actually got tagged by Alan Go in the translation here, and I got tagged by somebody else as well. Oh, James Gill, who told me that they were in fact blue. This makes me rather happy indeed. So in terms of stats then, we've got a free cost to play normally, which is standard for a level 3. A 0 cost to evolve, which is standard for a level 3. And 4,000 power, which is nominally slightly high. Is it good enough? I'm honestly not sure it is. I mean, we can look back at the history of blue cards, and we can look for some other vanilla blue cards, ones without skill, and we can make some comparisons. I mean, this is, in terms of stats, it's identical to the Dramon that came out in Ultimate Power. So do we really need it? I'm not entirely sure we do. There is literally, I mean, other than the artwork and the name of the Digimon, there is no difference between this and Dramon. I mean, clearly I'm going to play this instead of Dramon because I love me some Patamon, but it's not exactly one where we look at it and go, oh, that's necessary, we need this, we're so happy, because actually it's just kind of, it's there, brilliant, but it's not something we desperately need. I mean, we could have a look at New Evolution as well. And in terms of level 3 vanilla, we could play Armadillomon. That's a 2 cost to play normally, but has 4,000 power. Or Gabumon, that's not a vanilla, but it's 3 cost to play normally, same as this. 0 cost to evolve, same as this. But if you play it normally, you get to draw one. So, the 4,000 power is high, don't get me wrong, the 4,000 power is good. And it's not an expensive Pokemon by any stretch of the imagination. But nor is it a particularly good or inspiring Digimon. It's fine, but it's not one we're going to be rushing out to play. I mean, Elecmon, okay, it's got 1,000 less power, but it's also a cheaper Digimon, so maybe that would work better? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I am struggling here to find a reason to play Patamon. Other than, I don't know, it's kind of the same. I mean, Bearmon, it's exactly the same as Bearmon from the starter deck. So now we've got Bearmon, we've got Dramon, we've got this. They're all the same card. There might in the future be kind of if you've got Patamon in your Evolution Sources card, there might be reasons to actually play it in the future. As it stands at the moment, we don't have one. There is no real reason to play this card other than it's Rookie Rush and I like it. But stuff like Elecmon and Armadillomon are better for Rookie Rush, and I'd argue Gabumon is as well. I'm not really sure. I mean, Bearmon, I've seen Bearmon popping up in decks. And this could replace it because it's got cuter artwork, but it's disappointing. And I'll be honest with you, the other card revealed today isn't exactly looking all that much better, except it actually is better. It is Penguinmon, and we've still got a free cost to play normally. We do have to pay 1 to evolve it, so, you know, just play it normally. And you've got 5,000 power. And I'll give you this, 5,000 power on a free cost level 3 is a good amount of power. This is a powerful Digimon. I mean, back in the starter deck, there was no level 3 that was this powerful for blue. And back in New Evolution, there was nothing this powerful. The closest we got was Armadillomon as a 4,000 power. And if we have a look at Ultimate Power, again, that's Patamon. And that's the problem. This is Patamon. It is exactly the same as Patamon. Free cost to play normally, 1 cost to evolve, 5,000 power. And we're going to see this, incidentally. This is going to happen. We are going to find that as time goes by, more and more of these vanilla Digimon are going to end up being literally the same. And by literally the same, that's no kind of exaggeration. I mean, well, unless you really want to count the name and the artwork, literally the same. And it's going to keep happening because there's only so many things you can do with vanilla Digimon. But these are essentially the pair of them, both Penguinmon and Patamon. They are very much examples of, you know what, they're vanilla, so we'll give you slightly good stats, but please don't, you know, look too hard. We've actually seen these cards before. And honestly, in future sets, we'll probably get more of these that have the exact same stats and no skills, just with different names and abilities. For what it's worth, Penguinmon is up there now with Monzemon as one of the very coolest Digimon I've actually seen. I'm a huge fan of it, but I'm not necessarily... I mean, it's definitely a better designed Digimon than Patamon, so go team! But uninspiring today, I think, is the word of the day. Now, I will say there is one other blue Digimon we haven't had a chance to talk about yet, so this does seem to be a convenient time to have a chat about Dramon. Now, Dramon should look kind of familiar. I don't think we've talked about Dramon yet. Please correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. But this is one, and we were expecting it, right? We know we're getting one of these for each color. And Dramon just happens to be the blue one. And we have seen a bunch of these before. They are all exactly the same, except, you know, different colors, names, and artwork. But other than that, they are very much the same card. What we're rocking here is a Digimon that comes in as a 5 cost to play normally, level 4, which is not particularly cheap, but not terrible. A 2 cost to evolve, which is standard for a level 4, and 4,000 power, which is fine, but not particularly great. It's about standard for a level 4. And it's got a skill, Security. At the end of battle, play this card without paying its cost. Which is to say, if it comes out as a security card during a security battle, then at the end of that battle, you get to play it without paying its cost. And it is worth bearing in mind that it will have Summoning Sickness, but it will have it on your opponent's turn, because that's when it actually got played. When it comes around to your turn next, you will be able to then use it and attack, which is cool. That is a really, really good thing. I like it, but I'm going to say what I've said about all the others so far. There's only going to be like a 1 in 10 chance it comes out as a security card, 5 cards from a 50 card deck. And when it doesn't come out as a security card, and remember there are still going to be games where it comes out as a security card on a turn your opponent wins, so it's actually fewer than 1 in 10 games it's actually going to work. And if it doesn't come out as a security card, it's just a vanilla Digimon with bad stats. It's up to you to decide if it's worth it. The one reason I did want to bring this up again properly is because how have we not seen any more security skills yet? I assumed we were going to see a bunch more, but all we've seen so far is one of these security Digimon for every colour, exactly like this, and that's it. And nothing else. I cannot be the only one that thinks that's a little bit weird. I don't know. Maybe we'll get some more in the future. For now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about these new cards. And it's very sad, because I looked at these cards and I'm like, there's a new Patamon. Penguinmon's amazing. How did I not know about Penguinmon? And then I sat down to look at them and I'm like, oh, they're vanilla cards we've literally seen before. And shall we say my excitement dissipated somewhat, would be the polite way to put it. Never mind, ladies and gentlemen. We do what we can. For now, I'd like to know what you think, so let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts, be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, and all kinds of fun things. But by far, the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.